move to the music, man. You guys were yelling at me last week, so let's see you do it. Let's see you groove, man.
Hey,
It's over.
hey,
Hey,
it's over, it's
everybody.
over.
Welcome to the panel this evening. We are kicking off the show. Tonight we have Bush,
Come on, Jimmy.
Dennis,
Come on.
and Jimmy. Bush, how was your week, my brother?
Man, it was all right, just working, staying busy out here, It was good, actually.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We gonna come back to him in a sec. He sound like he's some good shit. Hey, Menace, tell us about your week, brother.
My week is going well. It's still going. We
That's
still
what's up.
opportunistic. But you like Mukta said, we staying busy. That's all we can do. Stay busy,
Hey.
stay diligent.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
How's your week going?
Hey, man, I ain't got no complaints. I'm blessed.
I like
I'm
that.
here.
We're blessed.
You know what I'm
Jimmy
saying?
having technical difficulties.
Where my boy Jimmy go?
Jimmy coming back. Jimmy cracking corn over there.
Jimmy
There you
Crack
go. There you go. Jimmy crack corn. Sorry, Jimmy. I don't know why I can't get that stupid rhyme out my head. How was your week, my brother? Can you
How
hear
was
me,
your week,
Jimmy?
Jimmy? Jesus, this ain't good.
Chip.
Jimmy.
All right. Well, Jimmy cracking on his internet right now. Well, let's go on and jump into some of these topics, man. Y'all hear about Alex Jones?
Yeah, the voice is going in and out, man.
Oh, there you go. Jim, how was your week, brother?
Yeah, it's
Jimmy, do me a favor. Start it over.
yo. Now I hear you.
Good. How was your week? For the 15th time.
How was your week? Get him.
All right, fuck his week. No, I'm just playing.
Yo, Jim, you can't hear nothing though?
Jim.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He gonna
All
have
right,
to
man.
start that
All
phone.
right. Yeah,
Tell
he
him to
gonna have
restart
to.
his phone.
We got technical difficulties going on. But yeah, man, that Alex Jones thing. So apparently, Alex Jones has been sued by the families of Sandy Hook Elementary. You know those kids that got murdered over there in Connecticut.
Yeah.
They sued him, and for his conspiracy theorists on his talk show. So he's basically saying that this was all a fraud. This was all a fake. This shit didn't really happen. These people didn't die.
Man, the voice is
and people
the
were pissed
voice is
about
so
it.
messed up.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy. See, he can't. He got to stop. If we can't, you hear me? All right.
So yeah, man, everybody was pissed about it. So like, this guy is out there basically, giving his opinion. In other words, but it's not factual evidence and whatever. So a jury in Connecticut found that he owes these people like $965 billion.
What?
Now, I got one question: how the fuck you gonna pay that shit?
Yeah. Whoa. I thought you was gonna say 965 million. You said billion with a B.
Billion with a B on the back, my brother.
But they aim high, and they settle for whatever
Yeah.
they could get. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but I can't justify that number. That's crazy. But I mean, they deserve something. I know that they definitely deserve something. Like seriously, man.
How much money did he get away with?
I'm sorry. It was 965 million.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Man.
I was
Yeah. I'm like, damn, 965 million.
Y'all blame it on the jet, honey. Blame it on the No, it was million. But
I was
still,
gonna say,
man.
if he owe 965 billion, he better hit Jeff Bezos up and try to work out something with him, because
that's close to the U.S. debt, right?
For real, like.
But no, but still, 965 million. I mean, it's similar to that thing with Cardi B, right? Where that girl ain't got no money to pay. She owed her $3 million. She only had $1,000 in the checking account. You can't squeeze blood out of a turnip, but I guess it sends a message. Stop slandering people.
I agree with that.
Shit. Watch your mouth.
I agree with that.
Sure, you slandering people. These people got kids. They got community ties. Certain things that like just with the Cardi B incident. Everybody don't know, like the people that when she take her kid to school and things like that. They don't know the history to all the hood shit. They don't know that she was a stripper. They just see a superstar, that rich rapper. and they should have come. But when you go and try to dirty up somebody's name, that affects not only that person but their family. So that's why it's money. It should be a lot of money involved and repercussions, because you can't do that type of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, sorry. Especially if the person got the money to fight it. Everybody don't have the money to be sold. But when a person like Cardi B, she got the time and money, obviously, she like, fuck it, I got time.
And I mean, when we first started, like, we were talking about the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing too, you know? And like, that was all about defamation of character. So people ain't playing about you talking shit about them no more.
Because there's money involved, their reputation.
Yeah.
You hear us?
I hear you, man.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
What do I think about that guy, Jones?
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you, he's been, look, you know his story, you know his MO. He's not just a Republican, but he's a radical mega guy. He's saying that Trump won the election, Biden shouldn't be president. He's also a separatist. He's also a bigot, without a doubt. But you're shooting your mouth off about people dying and kids dying. And then you're saying in a relative fashion that it's all bullshit. Hey, how would you like to be the father or the mother of those kids that got killed? Hey, guess what, fat man? You open your freaking mouth. I thought, honestly, that this guy wasn't going to get hammered on. And it made me upset. I said, he's going to get away with it just like they all get away with it. But when I saw the $995 million that he's got to pay, which he don't have that money, and he's not raising it either, because now all these guys, remember the boy that cries wolf? After a while, something bad's going to happen. So he got it in his face, and maybe he'll learn to shut his mouth, because I don't even think he's going to have a show anymore. No, but he's going to lose a lot of his followers.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. His reputation.
Come on, man. He's a creep. He's a creep. I'm so glad. I want to see him in the street, him and Trump.
These guys got people that follow them blindly. And when you do things like this, they got radicals that really
don't care.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Mook.
So
absolutely.
He's not going to have a show because he got.
No, but you know what I mean. I hope that it ends for him. He should be where it deserves, holding a cup in the street at the subway in Mississippi, begging, hey, buddy, you got a couple of dollars to buy a cup of coffee? Hey, Alex, weren't you heavy? Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I couldn't indulge anymore, you know?
Mississippi.
You fat bastard.
Well, let's talk about one person going from one extreme to the other, that Marine, right? So I sent you guys an article about a Marine who hated Muslims, and he went into a masjid, I believe over in Indiana, to cause harm. And he wound up converting to Islam.
Wow.
Isn't that a beautiful story?
Yeah.
That's some beautiful stuff.
So
man.
he went. So
wow.
I also read that. I also read that he went to bomb them, obviously to cause a terrorist attack, and there was something wrong with him or some shit like that, and like he was gonna die before he got to set off a bomb.
He's not normal.
And they saved him. They knew what his intentions were. The Muslim people.
And they still saved his
They
life.
knew his intentions, and they still saved his life. That says a lot.
That's the part of their religion, though. For real Muslims, they gotta help they Muslim no matter what, whatever. But my thing with him is, you gonna die now? You want to pull some shit off? That's some selfish pussy shit to me. You're not one of them real boys, you know. Sorry, because you found out you got short time on the earth. Now you want to go ahead and do that because you're gonna meet your demise. You want, it's not respectable at all the way he did that to me. And now I'm happy, he didn't do it obviously, but I'm just saying it shows the characteristics of a coward and a selfish prick to me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
But it also shows the humanity of the Muslims that were in that masjid that helped him and helped change his mind. I mean, because, there are some things like, going overseas and fighting in a war zone, you're taught to hate these people. Like they teach you that, anybody can be a terrorist and anybody coming at you, and this is how they dress, and these are the things. I mean, I've gone through classes where this is the shit that's taught. And so on the flip side, like, to survive, you've got to change your mentality, right? Because you've got kids that'll come on base and blow you the fuck up. because they're about that life. I ain't about that life.
Yeah, exactly.
But they about that life over there.
And they don't have a disease that's going to kill them. They just about that life, period.
They about that life just to be about that freaking life. And so when you've got people, but when you've got people, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, and so that would be a whole.
Yeah, you're right. We're not going to get into that, but I'm just saying, yeah.
But when you've got people that are brought up in with the mentality that this is the right way to be, and that
the mentality, right?
Get your blessings, and from a child, like these people, a lot of these people are not taught to read. They're illiterate. Like they can't go find out on their own. The government controls everything that comes in on television. The government controls the whole dynamic. So they are only being taught one thing, and so from that, they can only go off of that, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. That's a whole nother debate. But the problem is that when you've got people like that, and then you've got other people that are on the combative side that are going over there that aren't really about that life. But you know what? You look just like those people that came into my neighborhood, or those people that I encountered over there. Stereotyping, racist issues, yes. But you look like those people. I'm concerned about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and so I'm not justifying why he went in there. That's some bullshit. He should have never done that, right? Because these people are Americans. They're here now. They're part of our country. I've fought beside people that are Muslim, but because of that, you know what I mean? Like it changes the whole dynamic. And I was glad that those people were able to change his mindset. Sorry, I kind of rambled on there.
Yeah, that's all like. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. You hit some powerful points, and I agree with you on some of that. And my biggest thing that I took from this, one, I'm pretty sure we all agree what he went in there to do was terrible. Any act of terrorism on any type of people, on any race, is shamed upon. You know what I'm saying? Like that starts from the self. Like you hate yourself to want to inflict pain on another group of people. But that's besides that is the point. But that's besides what I'm trying to say. What's more powerful to me in that situation is the power of love. You feel what I'm saying? Like Muslims are heavy on love and being open and accepting you for everything, for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the fact that they were able to do that quick, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Muslims are human, and we all humans wouldn't tolerate disrespect. But what's more powerful than disrespect and respect, I think, is love. Love is the most powerful thing, and they was able to show that dude love, and they was able to convert him and save his life, and hopefully not only save his life, but the life of other people who thought of doing some terrorist attack, or someone else who might have a problem with someone and might resort to a solution and just acting on love instead of acting on hatred. So that's what I took from that. It's just sometimes it's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Very beautiful, powerful story.
And that's why you gotta consider
He should die though. He bugging.
Put yourself in people's shoes, like you were saying, Nia. The mentality when you're a baby and you're looking at that's so powerful, and then you're involved in religion and stuff. Yeah, so it's very powerful. These kids are, I don't know, but Dutchie, what up, Dutchie?
Hello.
Oh, Dutchie in the building.
How is everyone?
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. I've been out with COVID. I feel better now.
Yeah,
how you feeling? Are you feeling better?
Glad you feeling better.
Yeah, that shit hit me like a ton of bricks. I've had COVID before, and I'm vaccinated also. Wasn't my intentions to get vaccinated, but I ended up having to. I have to say, my son got it. He's 10. We both experienced it very different, and it wasn't good for either of us. My son, it was kind of hard to watch. And for me, I don't think I've ever had a migraine. Like, there's a difference between a headache and a migraine. And I had a migraine. Yeah, big difference. I don't think people know the difference between headaches and migraines. And
no, I do. Shit.
I do. So yeah. I found out recently, though, but I do.
Yeah. I headache. You're wishing for a headache if you had a migraine. Trust me. But yeah, now I would like to think that I'm probably about 90% good to go. Not quite 100%, but about good 90%.
That's what's up. We happy to hear that.
That's what's up. Welcome back.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome back.
So yeah, Nia, we still on that?
Nah, man. So let's jump to this other thing. Moo. The Biden and the trans. So I'm hitting my own stuff over here. So anyway, Biden is requiring that trans women that are born men still register for selective service, and the other way around, they don't have to.
I don't disagree with it, but go ahead.
Yeah, so if you're born a man, you gotta register.
I agree with, like, it's funny, I agree with Bush. Like, it's fucked up, but like, if he had to choose one of the trans to go, like, if he was in a room with a trans man and a trans woman, and they was all at a discussion, like, who's going to war, it gotta be the trans woman, because she was once a man, and it's just genetically fair. So that I agree.
Sorry, I'm gonna let you finish.
I think it depends, though.
I'm done. Like, I agree. Like, I
because if it's that lady from, let's say that it's a person that's totally out of shape, right? Let's say that this dude is like 700 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be going nowhere. And let's say that the woman that is converted into the man is in a lot better shape. Maybe he should be the one going over.
So you want to go by shape and who's in shape and not, I say they are. If the man, the transgender woman want to be a man, then men go to war. And if the the transgender woman is a man, still gotta go to war.
But the problem is nobody's going to sign up for selective service, right?
I'm gonna let a military, somebody that's more familiar. Dutchy, I don't know. We want to get that opinion too, because after Jimmy though. But yo, that's crazy. I just feel like a man got to go to war. We need you. I don't care what you think you are. You got that strength. And I seen some transgender. I seen transgender girl beat the hell out of a dude, a big dude, beat the fuck out of him. She was a man, but she was a female. She was transgender, and she beat the hell out of a masculine dude. So I mean, like, it is what it is. You got. Hey, we need you. Show love for the country and do what you got to do.
Really?
Now I'm finished. Who next?
But yeah, I mean, that's the way they got to get people to sign up for the selective service. They have to make some definitive things. So.
Yeah. Jimmy, what you think?
What do I think about what? Transgenders?
The selective service, man.
I really can't hear what you guys are saying because it's coming in blurry. I didn't hear anything. I heard transgender and...
In the military.
That was it.
In the military.
Oh, the military?
Yeah.
And y'all gotta excuse me. I'm trying to pass the link to a couple people that want to watch, so I'm kind of dipping out, trying to pass that link around.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Dutch. How are you, dear? Good to see you.
I'm okay.
But what do I think, man? I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. Women in the Navy with other men, and if you want to be a transgender, again, it's not a thing. We already know and established a gay gene. We also know that if a woman takes testosterone, she's going to grow a beard. If a man takes estrogen, he's going to start forming, his body's going to conform to a woman. So it's not off. It's just somebody's wanting to be a man, wanting to be a woman. Hey, that's your business. I'm a normal guy. I don't get it. But how can I get it? Because
we're talking about them being, them having to register for
in the military
service. Yeah, to register.
But that's what I'm getting to. No, that's what I'm getting to. Let them be in the military. Who cares? If they're doing a good job and they're amazing at what they do and they help this country, more the merrier, man. It doesn't matter to me. We make too much emphasis on things.
I got a little bit of an objection coming from a military standpoint.
Here we go.
All right.
I'm unjudgmental. I don't judge people.
So this isn't a judgment thing. So here's I say this, not just military family, but I also say this as a woman. Do y'all realize that they haven't had any female submariners? So meaning, if you go down and you get into a submarine and you are a woman, you're not going underwater. Do you know how long it takes for them to even consider having a woman in special forces? So here's where I'm going with this. So shit, before these motherfuckers start letting everybody else in,
Let the
How about we
women.
take it? Let's take care of the motherfuckers that's already been serving, that been denied to become a fucking submariner
And that
because she's
want
a
to
woman.
do it too.
And yeah,
That's
right. You
crazy.
see what I'm saying? So to me, like a lot of shit goes, it's just the same thing like this whole uterine transplant now. I think that's very unfair. Just like the sports is very unfair. Military shit is very unfair. Yes, I'm petty. We were first in line. Get your ass to the back of the line. You got to wait like everybody else.
Right.
We've been in line. We have women that are having trouble having children and have been for centuries. And now, shit, they want to be able to have a natural womb now. Now they're doing uterine transplants
it's really
and
strange.
shit like that. And that's
Mm.
fucked up to me when we still have women that can't have children that aren't being acknowledged.
Yeah.
So
wow.
that's one. So for that recognition, no offense, sorry, not fucking sorry though. I'm not really concerned on how you feel about being able to join when we got women that have been told for however many years. Navy's been around for over 200 years. The Army's been around a little bit longer. And in none of these years have they allowed female submariners because one, women, they don't feel like they could go underneath because they have menstrual cycles. A woman can become pregnant. They're not going to bring the submarine up. You're fucked. That's it. You're down there. That's it.
Mm.
So before we look at the fact that they want to do, no, it's
Good
not
point.
fair. Absolutely not fair. So let us win first, and then all the extras, as fucked up as that might sound, and I get it, everything might not be a choice, but some things are a choice. But I didn't make a choice to be a woman and told that I can't be a submariner. I didn't make a choice, to be a woman and be told that I can't be special forces. They have not allowed a woman to, and some of these women are better than some of these fucking men out here.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
I know some bitches with a good shot, that'll
I'm
lay
sure.
your ass down. And she wants
Yeah.
to go to war. She absolutely wants to go to war, will fight for her country, and will do just a good fucking job. You understand?
Are we
Still in the
agreeing
20s
that
with
women and men should register for selective service? Because that's what we're talking about. So
Well, I thought we were talking about if trans women, I thought was, and trans men was what I was under the impression we were talking about.
registering for selective service. So basically, Biden has come down and he said that trans women must register for selective service. So if you were born a male, you need to register for selective service. That's what he's saying.
And I don't agree with that. Hey, can I ask Malik Dutch?
I definitely agree with that.
Dutch, you guys.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because you got a physical
I-
body that's, everybody know the male body is built differently from the female. That's not no science. You don't even got to be deep and be scientists or nothing to know that. So if you were born a male, well, you got the physical attributes as a male, the physical, then we need you to fight for the country. Sorry, you can be.
No, but I agree with that.
I'm just saying.
I mean, from Dutch's perspective, though, if a woman wants to decide to do that, should she not be able to register as well? Perhaps they should open it up for that.
She should be.
I agree. I agree that by most, hold on, let me say this. I do agree by most, keyword, air quotes, by most standards, that a man might most likely have stronger physical attributes than a woman. Now, let's be real. We know that there's some sisters out there that are stronger physically than a man. There are some women that are, and this is not an anomaly anymore. This has become a little bit more more than few or far between. Yes, there are a lot more women that are there's women that are natural born women that are bodybuilders, natural born women that are outshoot any male, natural born women that are fucking track stars.
But that doesn't change the fact that a male, is born.
Hey, Dutch, can I ask you a question? You're in the military.
It does
what do
change
people
the
in the
dynamics.
military say about this? What do people in the military say about this?
So here's how I'm gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak for the military. So I will speak for a broad array of people that are
That's fine.
affiliated. When it comes to the whole trans issue with the military, it's just flat out. You're either a boy or a girl. I'm not to be rude, not to step on no toes, but it's just a flat out. You're either a boy or you're a girl. And if you're a boy and it costs for an enlisted male to sign in, then guess what?
I can understand that. I can
Put your
understand
titties
that.
up, put
Yeah.
your dress up, and you're a boy now. You was born male until you have, and you have to understand something. To become a male or a female, because the trans population is really smaller than people think it is. In order to become there are people that are calling themselves trans, but you still got your downstairs. You got your upstairs done, but you still got the downstairs.
You didn't
Yeah,
train.
and to me,
But
that's
it's
not
ain't
really
no
a
Wow.
true, right? That's not really
You
a
didn't
true
fully train.
trans. Yeah, you swinging on the fence right now. So you,
No
to
pun
me,
intended.
well, yeah, no pun intended. But let's really look at what it is to be completely a real authentic transgender, which means a transformation of your gender. That don't mean you get to have the upstairs that you were born with, and then now you got a new downstairs because you're not really ready to go through that's not fair. So therefore, if they call your ass and you're still a man,
Right.
and you haven't gone through all the legal shit
Right.
of having your change completely through and through, now you have a vagina now you have not just that, but you have
Yeah.
breasts as well, and now you have gone through the augmentation of your voice, and now you've legally changed your birth certificate that it says that you're female now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless all of this shit has happened, bro, you still a dude.
I think,
And I'm still gonna call your ass Tom.
Still trying to call
That's a
your ass
fact.
in
I
there.
believe it.
But I think Biden's still trying to call you in there. If you were born a male, you're going in. Katie, what you got?
Oh
for
well, hey, fuck it.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with it.
For the sake of the conversation,
First of all,
for
welcome,
the sake of the
Natalia.
conversation, like
My bad,
I definitely agree. If it's a word, I'm not. You go out.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's my friend Nat. Hey, you guys,
Welcome,
sorry.
welcome.
I didn't know. I'm like, who is this popping up?
That's
I'm
my
like,
homegirl Nat. I'm sorry, you guys. Nat,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is the
yeah.
channel. Meet
Oh,
everybody.
hi. I was
That's
like, wait.
Malika. That's
Hey.
Mook. Shit, and I can never remember because
Oh, Jimmy.
Dennis?
Jimmy. No,
Dennis?
not Jimmy. I know Jimmy. Dennis.
Oh, Dennis.
I know Jimmy, and
Dennis,
that's
Dennis.
Jimmy off in the corner. Everybody meet
Hello,
Nat.
everyone.
Hi.
I'm just listening in. Don't mind
We
me.
happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, hell, since you're on camera, girl, you're going to have to speak up.
On this topic, what you think about?
I was trying to, since I came in late, try to grasp the subject. So that's what I was doing.
Well, she's prior service, so why don't you guys ask
Okay, I
her the
was about
same
to
exact
ask
question?
too. Yeah, interesting.
All right. So basically, Biden has put out a thing that says that any person born a male has to register for selective service. That includes the trans people that have converted. That includes everybody that was born a male.
Well, every male had to be registered. That has not changed. And
Yes.
I don't see why it should change for any man or male to register. And I think that was implemented because of, transgender, or like you guys were talking about, they haven't fixed downstairs yet. And that's how, they have identified male,
Was a male.
Yeah, parts, man. They got the stuff. They got the.
I think
I don't think that should
it's-
change. It has been that way, and it should be that way. If
Yeah.
you are born as
Think it
we having
further.
we having technical
Yo,
difficulties.
Dutchie made a good ass point about this female shit. They
There's a
in the
little bit of
20s, like,
technical
they
difficulty.
still got stipulations with females in the military that y'all can't do everything that the males do. That's crazy. That's mind blowing. My bad. You
So
froze
I
up.
think
I know.
we
We had to keep the party moving.
I think we gotta look at, all right, so it's with the trans thing, even though we're talking about this one particular subject about them signing, you still have to look at, again, a bigger picture of this. And again, this is not to hurt any feelings, this is not to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but here's a harsh cold reality. The moment this trans thing became hey, now we're able to identify, that means I identify, doesn't matter what I've had changed and what I haven't, I identify now as this gender, which means that I should be able to use your restroom. Now, once that happened, we started having a lot of men saying, I identify as female, and now we have young females being assaulted in these restrooms. Now, I want you to look at military persona. Look at the personnel of people that decide, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to look at gender. We're going to let everybody in. We're going to let everybody, because they identify. Word being used, identify. Now, just because your ass identify, just like we have to watch for people that are civilians that have to worry about you claiming that you identify, that still puts them in a precarious situation when you start talking about assaults and shit like that. So this goes beyond just being selective about a job. This also goes with the infractions that might come with that, which this is not, and again, this is not to set out the trans community and say that everybody in trans community is out to sexually assault anybody that's a heterosexual. That's not what I'm saying. We are talking about those that are not truly trans and people that are straddling the fence, that got certain parts done, don't have the other part, and not recognizing that the trans community is a very small community. So when Biden does shit like this, I don't disagree with it, because I think the reality is it is a small community. So if you got a ding-a-ling, get your ass on board and you're going to fight. Yep, plain and simple.
I mean, because we're not getting a lot of people volunteering for the military anyway, right?
Yeah.
And so if we go to war, we need that group of people that can be drafted to pull and put out there.
We need everything we could get.
Yep.
But I do feel like if you're a trans woman, if you're a woman and you want to be a trans male, again, now here's a catch-22. If you want to act like a man, if you want to be a man, get your ass out there too. So that's kind of the catch-22 on that. You see what I'm saying? You want to have a beard. You want to, because a lot of them do emulate males and grab their stuff and they walk around and talk with the. So if you want to emulate that, men go to war.
What you grabbing? I'm sorry.
Real shit though. Men go to war. You know. So if you claim to be a real man,
community there. That's how
you got a delay too.
Everybody's scrambling in and out. Everybody's saying it's just mumbo jumbo.
I mean, both of y'all got delay. So I agree, Dutchie. I definitely agree. You know, that topic, it's a deep topic. We could do a whole show on that thing. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Malika, right? Natalia, anything else before we?
No, everything is, was said. And I do agree on, look, you're male, sign up. Now, the other, if you're a female male, I don't know. I just...
Hey, man. You'll walk the walk.
It is what it is.
You'll walk the walk.
Shit. Hey.
You'll step out there like a nigga.
I mean, and the problem with that is you do have some studs before they go into the whole transition of becoming a again, air quotes, trans male.
Yeah.
A lot of them play that role of I'm tough and they grab their crotch and they try to emulate dudes, but they'll be the first one sitting in the back of the Jeep crying and shit, talking about some mama, I don't want to go. Mama, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
Well, let's be honest.
I'm a
some dudes
female
cry,
now.
going to war. Dudes cry, but it's a part of it. Hey, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like if I was a young boy, I don't know if I still get drafted. I'm a little older, but if it go down, they go down. You might cry, but you gotta handle your business and be tough and do what you gotta do. That's all. Like
you gotta
18 to 45. The ages ain't 18 to 45.
But you saying it like a man is gonna be there just because he a man. He there brave. Oh, I'm going to war. Hell no, them little niggas was scared. Them dudes.
Everybody be sitting there looking scared. Everybody be looking at each other
scared. They be crying.
I'm not saying because he's a man, he's not supposed to be scared. What I'm saying is there are a lot of women that are studs that give. It's just like the people that emulate being a black woman, right? You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it's an overly exaggerated rendition of what they think we are. It's no different than a woman being a stud. That's an overly exaggerated rendition of how they think that men act. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's my point. So don't give off this act of what your rendition of this strong ass warrior male, and that when the shit hits the fan, your ass gonna fold the hell up. That's what I'm saying.
When your period come, you in bed crying and shit.
Yeah, don't do that. Shit, pick a struggle. Don't do that. That's all I'm saying.
It's hard.
All right, y'all. So look, what about this Nuri Martinez, right? This LA councilwoman who was caught on tape. So apparently there's another council member, and he's a gay couple, so he adopted this young black kid, right?
Okay.
And so Nuri Martinez was caught on camera or on tape saying negative things about this black kid. And so now everybody's calling for her to be ousted. But she's like
What kind of negative things? Were they racist or were they
very racist, very racist.
Oh, okay.
They were racist. She said something about the kid looking like a monkey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
She
Yeah,
said it in Spanish. Basically
OD.
called him like a little chango, like a little changuito. Though. So she called him like a
Maybe
little
that's
monkey.
not racist.
I'm
Maybe
listening to
you
that.
look like a little monkey, and she was a Spanish girl. She was like, "Oh, you look like a monkey."
No,
Well, yeah, if she wouldn't have followed up with "He's with the blacks," if she wouldn't have followed up with like
Oh.
more
Yeah.
racist shit after
They
that,
said,
yeah, she'd have been okay.
right?
But she
You
kept
know.
going. She kept.
They
she
told
had
me I
kid
look like a
was
monkey
misbehaving.
too back in the day. So you know,
The kid
It
was
happens.
misbehaving, and the dude was like, and she was like, yeah, they're raising him like a white kid, you know, because he was acting out and he wasn't necessarily. And truth be told, let's just keep it a buck. If I had seen the little kid acting out, I probably would have said something very similar. I'll take his little butt around the corner, straighten him out. He'll know how to act by the time he come back. That's what she said. But that's like Black Latino culture or Black Latin culture, right? We all say stuff like that. She went too far when she continued the conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And,
You know, you've heard people say "my little monkeys," or "look at you," you know. So, and that's not offensive, but when you start saying shit after that, and and you're having a political conversation, and you're talking about another person, and you're so yeah, he's with the blacks. You refer to them as the blacks.
What?
What?
Why? Okay, so why was he light skinned? And there was a question of is he Spanish or not? And she said no.
No, he was black. He was definitely black. Like one of his dads, I'm not sure what the nationality of the other dad is, but I know one of his dads is a white guy, and he was on the council with him.
Oh wow.
Well, no, he's with the blacks. That was a totally separate conversation. So they left one conversation about the little kid that he called a monkey. Then they started talking about other political figures. And so as they got into the other political figures,
That's
she's
what she said
basically
that.
like, yeah, don't fuck with him. He's with the blacks. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
wow. I get it.
right. You get what I'm saying? So it went from one conversation about the child being unruly, and
Either
then
way, it's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she continued to
Wow,
say
that's
some more
fucked up.
racist shit. You
That's
know,
fucked up.
which led into some other shit that wasn't
And
even
I
about
think
the
he was
kid.
mad. He was riding on the float and some shit like that too.
Yeah, she was like, so the gist of what happened was, here's a lady. These two guys, they've adopted this African American kid, and so the little boy's bad as shit, basically. You know what I mean? He's tearing up shit. He's on the float, acting a fool. You know, typical shit. No racism there. And when she goes to call him, you know, basically she's like, yeah, he's acting like a little monkey. You know what I mean? Basically, is what
Wow.
she was saying. If you did, but here's where it gets racist. Again, we've said shit like, because you know, meaning monkeys swing
Yeah,
on
jumping
shit,
around.
and you know,
Yeah,
so it
jumping
doesn't
around,
necessarily mean that a kid that's a white kid or somebody else couldn't be called the same thing. When
Uh-huh.
she continued the conversation and stopped talking about the child and started referring to another
Oh,
council
nah,
member
she's
and
a racist.
saying he's with the blacks, you done said two racial in different situations, you know, comments
Back to
in
back, yeah.
two different situations, back to back. Shit, walk like a duck, talk like a duck, quack quack, motherfucker.
Thank you.
You know,
I agree.
And she's the chair of the LA Council, of the LA City Council.
That's
Wow.
fucked up.
Get her ass
She's
out of there.
Hispanic
resigned.
lady.
A Hispanic.
Get her
lady.
ass out of there. I don't give a damn if she was a damn.
I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Get
You're
her out.
gone, man.
And now
Yeah.
she's resigned, so you know it's about time she be gone with that. Be gone with that.
Come back. Oh, who muted Natalia? Was she muted? Oh, she muted herself. Tell her to unmute herself.
I said I didn't hear all of it because
Oh.
my reception went back and forth, but it just sounds fucked up. Okay, I just want to
Yo,
concur.
she's a racist. She's a-
But I've heard a lot of people, and I have really heard this is a very, so in Texas is a little bit different. We have our racist issues amongst blacks and Latinos, but nothing like what they experience in
Blatant.
In
California.
California, Cali's
In
different.
California, I have heard most of the racism that they have experienced, that people, black people, and I was reading some of the comments, they're saying this is why we don't want to be referred to as people of color, because brown people don't like black people, and this has been a ongoing issue with racism amongst Hispanic and black people, more so than blacks and whites in Cali. It's but
You know, I lived
predominantly
in Cali a
Hispanic
long
and
time.
black.
Let me ask you a question. Did this person she was from Mexico, obviously. She didn't speak English. So like what she was a teacher?
No, she's an LA City Councilwoman.
And she
Oh,
very much so spoke English.
Right,
She
so-
just
so
chose
why
to
did
use
she
that
speak
word in
English?
Spanish.
she didn't
She
speak
speaks
English.
good English.
No,
Yes,
she speaks
yes,
plenty
she
of
speaks
English.
English.
She's a
Oh, so
she's
she
got
speaks good
elected.
English.
I'm tripping.
She's
My
an
bad.
elected
Okay.
official. See,
My
that's that
bad. All
county
right.
shit.
Okay, because I know some people that's from straight over the border and they talk like that, but they
No,
don't
no,
mean
no. We don't
racist
know where
because
she.
they
I don't think
know. Because black people are associated with so much negativity to all the other countries, and like people that just come here, they just see a little. So but
No.
she's a city council. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
all
yeah.
fucked
No,
up.
this bitch
That's
been
crazy.
around.
But this has been an issue though with a lot of people that are political figureheads have been getting caught within the last 2 years saying a lot of racist shit. You have the judge that was in Louisiana that just got caught last year saying some racist ass shit and had to resign. It's been shit. I can't think of a place that this
They're getting
hasn't
bold.
happened recently. Yes. So here's the pros and the cons of social media. The pros of social media is the information reaching you in a more expedient time. Now here's the cons. If you are political, or if you are a celebrity, or if you are any sort of public figure and you have said some fuck shit, guess what? They gonna fire your ass. They don't care, black, whatever. You say any anti-Semitic shit about Jews, you're getting fired. You say some racist shit, you're getting fired. You touch little kids, fired. If your ass say some shit that, like, for instance, right now, pop culture, y'all excuse me, this whole thing with Charleston White and T.I., where
oh yeah,
they had this whole big ass thing
son,
that just
T.I.'s
went on.
son King said some shit about Charleston White, and then Charleston.
Who's
Now, mind
Charleston
you,
White? Okay, help me out here. I'm sorry.
He as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's a YouTuber from, now here you have, okay, let me give you background, paint you a picture. You have Atlanta, you got Texas, just like most rival places, this is the two rival states or whatever. Now, T.I. has a son named King. Bad as shit. Little boy's bad as hell. Now, mind you, we all know T.I. used to be a gangster, blah, 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 whatever. All right, make a long story short. This little boy, used to be. Now, this little boy grew up on a show, growing up Tiny and T.I. and all this other shit. Now, I'm painting this picture. Right, so now I'm painting this picture for y'all that don't know who he is to understand why this shit is a little perplexing.
This is a hot topic out there right now.
Yes, so this is why this is perplexing. Now, you have to understand, in order to understand Atlanta and Houston culture and understand celebrity children like Boosie's son and all these kids are kids of gangsters who did gangster music, who are now reformed and all this other shit. Now, you got this little boy that wants to be so much like his father, right? Meaning T.I.
King wants to be a gangster.
King wants to be a gangster. He wants to be. Now he done got into some
that's
shit here
T.I.'s
recently.
son, right?
Yeah, Dennis.
Son, yes.
I want to hear your input on it because you're a young guy. So let me let Dusty finish.
Not my fault. I was just catching up because I had a phone call. My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Dusty. My bad.
No, all good. No worries. So now you have this kid who is now trying his damnness. Now again, let me reiterate: a child that we watched grow up on TV, who's never experienced no real gangster shit ever in his life.
He don't know shit about his struggle. He don't know shit about his
father's music.
He grew up on TV. Now, mind you, that doesn't negate the fact that this little boy has always been bad as shit. So you can Don't say he don't know nothing about trouble, nothing either. Because trust me, rich little kids be the baddest motherfuckers that be.
Oh yes.
And that's what we're getting to. Now this little boy is now he's in this phase now where he's trying to go through and be whatever the fuck his dad was. And T.I. has practiced this life where he doesn't have to do this. Now, this little boy got caught with guns and just fought with the people in Waffle House and all types of wild ass shit, right?
All right.
Now, you have this guy who's a YouTuber who is Charleston White. Now, I don't know what T.I.'s son said, but whatever happened, there was words that transpired. Now, mind you, Charleston White is a grown ass man. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate because both situations is fucked up. One grown-ass man is not going to tell me you are going to shoot my child in the throat. I don't give a fuck how bad he is. You understand?
Wait. Charleston White said he's going to shoot you. Wait, what's his background?
Charleston White he's off the wall. He's crazy. He's old, but he's famous because he talked crazy, reckless.
And a lot of, and there's truth to some of the shit that he said.
Just because you so dope don't make you a gangster. But go ahead.
That's true. You see what I'm saying? So now, you don't just mind you, everybody knows motherfuckers in Houston are very arrogant. You know, Dallas area, we kind of, but there's a line that has to be drawn. Again, this is still T.I.'s son.
Like some background noise. That's like.
I hear it too.
I gotta mute somebody. Hold up.
I hear it too.
I think it might be Jimmy. Oh, that ain't. Is that you?
All right. So, yeah,
in the midst of all of this,
back. Sorry.
In the midst of all of this going on, yes, he's known for saying outlandish shit. And he gives some truth. He's like a great value Cat Williams. He's like if you ordered Cat Williams on Wish. That's the best way to describe it. But he does say some things that kind of resonate. The problem is when you say whatever the hell you want to say, you have to be careful when you start fucking with people's children. So he made a comment, and it wasn't just a fucked up comment. He included Trayvon Martin in this comment that he made, which makes this shit all the worse. So he says he is going to Trayvon, or he's going to Zimmerman, T.I.'s son, and basically shoot him in the throat. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, do you see where this could? Yeah, you cannot say no shit like that. You cannot.
I don't
say
even
no
want you
shit like
thinking that shit about my kid.
I don't care how bad my child is, and mind you, T.I. has went on and said like
T.I. went on, yeah, he said a lot of words. But me, I'm seeing that dude immediately.
I don't even want you thinking that type of shit about my child. Don't even think that.
You cannot say no. I don't give a fuck how funny, ha ha, he you think your black ass is. You will not. Now you said this shit on the internet. You didn't say this shit just to me. You went on the internet and not just insulted somebody's child. You threatened killing his child, and then you goat T.I. Now, mind you, I'm not a fan of a lot of shit that T.I. did. You know, he's his own person. But in this particular situation, then you goat him and then tag the DA and tag the fucking police. What?
That's what he do.
What kind of police ass shit is that?
That's a bitch ass move.
Not only police entrapping somebody to get in trouble, trapping a
bitch ass.
Yes.
That's a bitch shit. Yeah.
So that is what's going on. So now you have this man. You got a police ass dude who is using
wait. So he's a policeman.
Well, he claims to deal with the police closely, but he lied about a lot of stuff. So we're not sure about that either. But he claims to be he said he called the police. They there in less than a minute type of stuff. This is what he quoted, what he said. So
right. And again, I don't care how funny your ass is. I don't give a fuck how great your jokes are. I don't care who. There is no way you are going to get on any platform and tell me or the world that you finna shoot my fucking child in the throat. You're not gonna do that. You absolutely will not. And then turn around and proceed to goat me and tag the fucking DA at the same time. What kind of shit?
Yeah, this dude is a
so
crazy.
What was T.I.'s response? I missed the whole story. What happened?
Oh, T.I. That's crazy, man.
Told him my kid, some tough shit. You know, he did. You know, he reacted on internet and he told him don't ever compromise, don't ever whatever. And then Charleston White is on a rampage now every day on the kids talking crazy. It's just a mess. Something I can't.
But that's a grown ass man. These children are like 18.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
These are 18-year-olds. Y'all keep in mind these are 18-year-olds.
I'm not saying
these are 18-year-old kids.
My cologne
yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's
this is a grown ass man. Can you guys picture one of us on here on this platform
threatening some child?
And let's just say that there's an 18-year-old kid, and he might be a full-blown knucklehead, talk his shit, whatever the case is. Can you imagine one of us going in talking stupid crazy to somebody else's 18?
Yeah, that's what's bizarre about this, man. It's just how could you do that?
Weird shit. That is weird.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
I know
he's a twisted guy, man.
I know your son. You got a cool ass son. I know what the hell you would do. Let's not even talk about that.
That is crazy.
That is weird. But again, people get on these platforms, and the internet allows you to feel safe.
Is that
people? Yeah, that's brazen. That's really brazen, man.
And the internet's gonna start getting people asses whooped. That's what's gonna happen.
The internet is like it is because people feel like, as Pimp C used to say, people talk a lot of shit in a safe place. And the internet has become, your IP address has become a safe place until you catch the wrong one that don't mind buying a ticket.
But people that never been in none type of stuff like that, that's when those are the worst ones because they feel like
bro, people been getting up before the internet. People just feel safe because they're behind a computer screen. But that's not going. You know what I'm saying? That's the people. That's not going to change people. We'll talk behind people's back. You know what I'm saying? Like you never really needed a computer to really do that. What I gotta say about T.I.'s son trying to be gangster is that shit is corny, and you got a lot of famous kids who necessarily don't have any talent. You know what I'm saying? Like they use his example.
So wait,
I think we do got keyboard warriors, bro. I have to disagree. I do. I think
you already know that.
I definitely feel like, yes, people are still going to talk shit. However, what has happened, because you are in a safe place, you got people around the world that they know, I know this motherfucker will, or think, what are the chances that I ever running into this person? So you got these racists, you got misogynistic people, you have people that are just because they're having a really shitty day that they want to attack you. People attack celebrities, probably are some of the most attacked. If you go on Instagram, I don't ever understand. You don't like this person, but you're following them to attack them.
Our culture breeds that.
That's weird.
You know, when you look at internet, when you look at Instagram, you see people stunting on you. You see people all day long.
But they're not stunting on you.
That breeding, for some reason, I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's other things beyond Instagram, that created that to where we like this. But right now, with that, it's our culture breeds that somehow. It's crazy. You feel me? Even the music, you ain't I'm this and you ain't that. You know what I mean? That's just it's what it is. Unfortunately,
it's back and forth, right?
Back and forth.
If you're not wearing, here's what new culture is. If you are not in a position. Now, mind you, I want y'all to think about the amount of these motherfuckers that actually work, because not a lot of these people are hardworking. And you don't have a Birkin, if you don't got an icy neck, you ain't got a Birkin. If you don't have like a 33-inch weave with a weave collection, and again, this is not a black thing. This is not a white thing. All of this shit is a cultural thing now.
Yeah, lashes, that's true, Dutch. That's true.
Lashes, weaves, jewelry, gold teeth in the mouth, like none of this shit is not a race thing.
No, that's very true, man.
It's culture, and that is what the culture is. So all this shit now has started to blend, and you won't find it. You can't say, oh, it's the black kids, or it's the white kids, or it's
everybody.
It's all these motherfuckers. It's everybody now, and that's culture.
Because we know the controversy that Ye is going through right now. What my son told me. He going to this new school downtown Brooklyn. It's a big. He was the speaker for the whole school, the equity speaker, and the valedictorian of the school, whatever. So now he's going to this next school.
Go ahead,
he told me only thing he wanted, Jay, you don't gotta do nothing, just the Yeezys. Now I don't know if I should be proud of that Yeezy is a black man, or I'm like, because the shit that he been doing lately, it's cool. I understand because the way he explained it, but I understand what he representing too, and it's conflicting, you know what I mean? But like we said, like the culture, my boy said all he wants them Yeezys. That's it.
I mean, all that sounds like to me.
Only 11.
I mean, but truthfully, you can be proud because he's a black man, but shit, Jordan is a black man too. So really, they just trade one shoe for another, my brother. Yeah. They just traded one. They trading a Jordan for a pair of fucking Yeezys.
I ain't about to lie.
Right. Jordan, the fuck. Yeah.
I ain't about to lie.
Oh, look at that. That was good.
Yep, Jordan don't give a fuck about us.
Let me hear from the young guard.
But my fault.
What do you think about Yeezy?
My connection. So like I agree with Doug said. Like she's Jordan. Everybody fan like loves Jordans, right? But Jordan also owns a lot of prisons, and who populates the prisons? Black people.
Black and Latinos.
So like, yeah. So like. It's just that, but that's a whole other conversation. Like, but Yeezys, Jordans, at the end of the day, people still gonna buy them. People's gonna buy what's in fashion. People gonna buy what's in style, and you know it is what it is. That's just the thing. You know what I'm saying? People, it's fashion. You know, people want to be up to date. People want the latest kicks. People want to look fly, and that's just that, and it sucks. And it's
but why?
But it's going beyond that though. I mean, he's going beyond that shit to sell some of them ugly ass space shoes. This guy got a shirt. Now, mind you, the White Lives Matter shit, right?
I don't fuck with that shit.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a matter of if white lives matter, if they don't matter. That's not the issue. The question is, bro, what's up with the antics? What the fuck is up with the antics? Like, now motherfuckers don't just sell shit no more. Everything is a gimmick. Everything has to be clout chasing or some sort of gimmick to gain some sort of attention, attraction,
branding
for an ad, for either an album to sell, or a lame ass love and hip hop show. You know what I mean? But all of that, it has to be some sort of controversy. So you got the Christian Rock and Blueface. They done fought and whooped each other's ass on TV so much, they just got a show last week. They just announced that they now have a show. The boy Blueface and the girl Christian Rock. Yes.
Yeah.
After all of that, they just got a show. That just goes to tell you.
Wait, my fault to control, but all that goes to prove is people still gonna fuck with it. Even though it's bullshit, people still gonna fuck with it. Just like Kanye promoting his bullshit, people gonna fuck with it. Jordan owning prisons, people still gonna fuck with it. It doesn't matter. People want.
They know iPhone is slowing. Listen, iPhone is slowing your shit down just for you to get the next phone. The 14 is coming. You better believe your shit does slow down. And guess what? We know this. And you know what? They gonna still buy it.
That's how they make money.
You're right.
That's how they make money.
Listen, we talk about the internet. Katie, remember Katie had a question that we were going to talk about today.
Well, wait,
about the internet. Now, go ahead. What you say, Nia?
Before we jump to that, let's cover 50 Cent real quick because we got limited time.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent and his son, man, y'all see that shit?
Yeah, his son is tripping.
Yeah, can you guys tell me? I don't know a lot about that. I'm dying to hear what happened.
Listen to this, Jimmy. He's tripping. He's tripping about getting. Yeah, it is. But he's tripping about only getting $6,700 a month in child support from 50 Cent. And he's mad that he's only getting $6,700 a month. That's over $100,000.
6'7". 6'7". Make sure you 6'7".
Oh, so that Dennis, that's the premise. So it's the son is upset that he's only getting that amount of money.
Let's set it off right. Let's set it off like this. 50 Cent was a drug dealer, young boy.
Yeah, of course.
12 years old. His mother died. He had no father. He's out there getting it, controlling blocks from the age of 15 and up or beyond. This is facts until he got his deal. Cream, is a famous drug dealer who got locked up doing life right now, whatever else. Now, the history is that 50 had beef with Preem. 50's mother worked for Preem back in the day.
Wow.
50's mother got murdered, they say, but she died in a burning building or whatever, or some shit like that. But basically, she died. I think 50 blames Preem or whatever else. So the history is real deep. Now, guess what? His son and him fell out. Now, next thing you know, his son is got a picture with Preem and whatever, some dudes from his crew on the internet going crazy after they broke, So now this guy done did all kind of shit. Not only whatever, but
don't forget he was brainwashed by his mother. Let's not forget, because originally 50 did used to have him when he was a young boy in a lot of his shit. And then
that's his son.
But when the mother got involved, because a lot of people don't talk about that, they make 50 look like the bad guy. But when the moms got involved and the bitch got greedy, got on some bitter baby mother shit.
Right. That makes sense.
Then she kind of turned the kid against him. And so this kid, 50 is petty ass dude.
But homie, his son is just like him. His son did some spiteful.
His son's spiteful as hell. I definitely agree. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Listen.
You know how much 50 hated. Go ahead, young God. and I'll be right
What's
back.
what's important in any situation, in any relationship, is loyalty, blood, friendship, intimate relationship. In any relationship, you have to have loyalty and trust. That's how any relationship will prosper.
Agree, Dennis.
The moment you show love to somebody who killed my mother or who I presume that killed my mother,
yeah, that's pretty harsh,
I'm gonna fuck with you, whether you my son, my mother, my brother, my friend, whatever you are.
Yeah, bro, that's hard.
The moment you turn your back on me, you think I'm gonna fuck with you. The only reason 50's giving him $6,700 a month is because he has to. If I'm 50, I don't give him nothing. You an enemy at that point. You could take my life. I'm vulnerable at that point. So you bugging. There's loyalty in the street. You talk about 50, who's a street. 50 been doing this when he was a young boy. There's code in the street. You don't cross code. So for you to be on my own son and chill with my enemy like that, I'm tripping.
Yeah. And it was his only son at the time. My only seed.
Son at that time.
But was the son, like Dutch said, the mother kind of influenced him? Was he doing that picture for spite?
Oh, I'm sure.
His son is.
That was all spite, right?
But that's the thing. And it goes back to chasing clout, just like T.I. son trying to be gangster when he don't have to. Your father's a millionaire. Why are you trying to be gangster?
Right.
Your father did all that gangster shit.
Right.
Okay, so that's the history.
And that's another thing
really
too.
Supposed to be talking about is now in recent, the media right now. His son is mad about the $6,700 a month. I don't know if he's mad, but it came out that his son gets $6,700 a month from 50, and I think go ahead, Judge.
He just posted it. So here's what he did yesterday. He posted it and he counted it out, talking about he just wants to his dad.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Take that $6,700.
But before that,
he
was complaining about that amount.
He wasn't being petty. That's like
$1,500 a month, man. You could live very nice with $1,500 a month.
No, that's $6,700 a month. That's $6,700 a month he's getting.
A month,
$6,700 he's the son of 50 Cent, who's got a lot of industry enemies and whatever enemies and this and that. Like I think he should get more. He should feel secure wherever he lives. And be able to, just because he's 50's son, that's just how I feel.
That's $6,700.
All right, here we go.
Listen.
Mook, that's almost $1,500 a week, man.
He didn't ask to
Right, Jimmy?
Hold on, let me.
No, bro.
The moment you took the picture with my enemy is the moment you
That's
stop.
it.
And that's that.
How old is this kid?
He's old.
He's around my age. He's like
27.
Yeah, he's like around I'm 27. He's like probably like 3 years.
So why is he still paying him? Why is he still paying him child support? Get off your ass and go get a job.
Because he's 50's son.
Get off your ass and go get a job. You bum.
It ain't that simple in America. You're the son of a fucking.
No, that don't matter, bro. It's 21. It's 21 and out. You pay till you're 21, no matter what. It's a law.
Wait.
Like, throw the boy some bread. Like, sorry, like, make sure the boy is good. He didn't ask to be the man's son. I know a lot of people disagreeing with me too. I know it, but I'm sorry. He is the guy's son, period. That's your son. Make sure he's straight and make sure he's out of harm's way. You got no.
Yeah, but Mook, what are you doing for the kid?
I get that.
So the regular schmucks shouldn't get shit.
I know, but Mook, you're making the kid a mushroom, man. He's not growing up to be a man. Hey, son, go to college. Take care of yourself. I'll buy you an awesome car, whatever you want. You do the right thing. You finish college, I'll buy you a house. That's how it should work, bro.
His dad's spiteful too, but guess what? The difference is 50 was really in them streets at a young age, handling business. He went through the ups and downs. He was a boss for real. Got the history. That's why, he could be spiteful and whatever. But his son think he could just come in a rich kid with a silver spoon in his mouth and be spiteful towards his dad, take a picture with Preem. That's crazy.
Yeah, okay, so
you see what 30 said? Y'all see what 30 said? In the son's defense, the son was unaware who he was taking the pic with. The guy behind the
wait a minute. No,
that's bullshit.
No, that's not true. Because his son did an interview on Queen's Flip. Shout out to Queen's Flip. And he said it he just said he said it. And if you look at Get Rich or Die Trying, come on, 50 ain't that type of subliminal dude. If you look at the movie, like, come on, 50 is not one of them deep dudes. He's gonna put it out all out there for you to see. That's what he did.
And 50's son bit the hand that fed him. Like, so prior to all of that, 50 tried to rekindle that relationship with his son, but his son just wasn't trying to do that. And it also goes to, I think one of y'all mentioned his mom was feeding him bullshit too. So that's another thing. Like, I think Dutchy, you said that, like, people obviously like to portray 50 as the bad guy. He's the villain. But if I'm 50, he made millions off being the villain. I'm gonna continue to be the villain because I know what I do behind closed doors.
I just don't agree with
I definitely believe.
I guess he gotta go that hard. Because when you came up the way 50 came up, you don't got no remorse for your rich ass son. You looking at him like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You
gotta go get it back. And on top of that,
I lost my mom and my dad.
You know what that is?
But I got a question. I got a question.
He's getting a bag. He's getting a bag put behind him, and he's not hustling with that bag. He's getting a free bag, and he's not making no money.
I got a question. I have one question.
Go ahead, He a bum.
$6,700 a month. 6700. Let me tell you something. This kid is over 21. Take the fucking money, move your ass down south, double your money.
You're right.
And go sit the fuck down somewhere. Nobody told you to stay your ass in New York. Oh, you can't survive in New York.
You just killed me with that, Dutchy. You killed me with that.
I know she came out left field with that shit. I wouldn't expect
he could be protected. He could live in a gated community with that.
You choosing to stay your ass up there in New York because that's where you're comfortable. If $6,700 is not enough money,
he's comfortable at. Wait a minute. Why can't he be where he's comfortable at though?
Because he's a sucker. And no sucker can be good wherever they at. And that's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, he got a sucker mentality. You getting $6,700 a month, and you got no hustle bone.
That's almost $1,700 a week, man.
You don't want to stay your ass there. Do like everybody the fuck else does, and take your ass to Pennsylvania if you want to be next to New York. If you want to complain,
Amish people, he need to move with the Amish.
That's
people.
what I'm like,
how
bro.
Much longer y'all
there's
think
no way.
Go give him $6,700 after this shit.
Hey, I tell you, after that picture,
shit. Right now, he don't owe him shit. Well, see, New York has a precarious law.
Zero.
So here's the difference between New York and other places. In the state of New York, excuse me, if your child is over the age of and I think it's like 30 and below, you still have an obligation to take care of that grown motherfucker if you live in the state of New York. Yes, you absolutely do.
Well, I went through a bad divorce. I went through a bad divorce, and it's 21 years old in New York. The only way it's 30 is if the kid is handicapped or he has a health issue.
Or in college, right?
Yes. If he's in college, it goes to 24 if he's in college, Dutch. You're 100% right. But, when my daughter, after I paid my daughter when she was 21, I paid for her school. And I helped her out. I bought her a car. I said, if you graduate, and I bought her a car. She has a Mercedes, and she's so excited. But she's a good kid. She's not a bad kid.
But what about the mothers that are riding out on this? What about the mothers that have a big influence on these kids?
Oh,
They're not even sending them to college because they want them to go to college.
Yeah, no, that's true, Dutch. That's true.
Sending them to college so they can get an extra penny.
Well, my friends... my friend's wife just caught him with her doing that exact thing that you said.
Wow. Yeah.
She tricked the daughter's college, sent in the application to him as she showed the classes and what she was going to do, but she dropped her out of the school. I think she paid the first slot, but because she didn't go to school, he didn't pay. And all the money went right to the mother. And she collected everything. He did that for 3 years. He flipped out.
And you can do that. Yep, you can do that to that child. In the state of New York, you can play the system. And so that's the part that sucks. And when you do have women that I have a friend of mine, they're from Brooklyn. He was in the military. She decided after they had like their second kid, he didn't want to be with her no more. Well, this girl, the military pays for you to go to school. Well, you know what she went to school for? To be a social worker. She's been screwing this dude ever since. She then became a social worker. This motherfucker have been in court probably for the last 12 years.
She figured her shit out, man.
Wait, I feel you. Natalia, wait. So you don't believe like a son of a guy as famous as 50 Cent should be able to at least live protected somewhere, no matter what, regardless of how much of a fuck up he is. Excuse my language, but should be able to live somewhere and feel comfortable wherever you want to live, period. Just because I'm the son of 50 Cent.
I mean, he should be, he should feel safe and comfortable. However, he should work. There's no reason for him to not work and make something of himself versus living off his dad.
Yeah.
I get the
I agree with that.
As a family, but you still need to work for yourself and do, accomplish some things.
I believe you. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Wait a minute, because this question, I love it.
So let's finish it off with this.
We in tune got the first question for the panel. We never been questioned.
All right.
We in tune. Shout out to you. And next text put up where you from. But he said, how should they go about fixing their relationship? Let's start with Malika. Let's start with Malika.
Actually, come to me last.
Come to me last.
Yeah,
I'll start it.
Go ahead, Dennis. Kick it off for us, brother.
I feel like there's no fixing once you betray somebody at that level. You feel what I'm saying? And especially after trying to rekindle a relationship after so many years, certain people become stubborn, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Not only that goes for 50, but that also goes for his son. He's been brainwashed, and he just went down the wrong path. So, and he just probably got his own shit.
So see, that's the problem with these young dudes nowadays.
They can't fix that relationship. It's not giving up hope. He betrayed him on a level. I mean,
I'm gonna let you say what you think, and I'm gonna be done with it. I'm gonna move on.
I like that because it's just a different point of view. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we all entitled to our own opinion. So, like, I just feel like, me personally, if I'm 50, I feel like there's no fixing that relationship, honestly. But there might be a way, though.
That's sad for me to hear that from you. But I get it, and I feel what you're saying. Trust me, I'm from there. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying for the panel. All right, let's go. Jimmy, what you think?
Hey man, you can fix anything. Especially with your child.
How do you go about it though? We're not asking.
It's okay. That's no problem. How do you go about it? You be a man. And you talk to your son. You don't talk to him, try to text him. You go down there, you fly where he is. If he's in California, he goes there. He goes to New York. He knocks on his son's door, and he said, "Hey, my man, let's go have a drink. Let's go away. We're gonna go away for the weekend." What
his son did, that one act of taking that picture.
Yeah, you know what? Guess what? Sometimes we're not smart enough to realize what we're doing at the moment. Sometimes we do things out of spite. Maybe his father pissed him off. Maybe he did something wrong. But if the father shows empathy and he's humble and he shows the kid respect and he tells him that he loves him, I'm sure anything could be worked out. Because that's what I believe. I don't believe in hate. I don't believe in anger. I don't believe pushing people away. I believe in helping that person. And that's coming from a disciplinarian because I teach karate and I teach Zen.
Wait, stick with the question. That's it. How would it go about you? You answered it. You said the father has to go.
The father has to initiate it. That's
all right.
Natalia, what you think? How can they go about?
Well, kind of experiencing this avenue. Other than I'm not a father, I'm a mother, and it's just being open. Always being open to when your son is coming to you, as well as just going to them and keeping that door
that door open, right, dog?
But when it gets to that point, being open, that's a whole nother challenge. When it gets to I'm just looking at 50 and his son relationship from the outside.
He's back.
50, Natalia, 50. They got some hate. They had some malice for each other in their heart, and I got a son, 11. He loved me. I love him, and that shit looked so fucking scary and horrible to me. That relationship is like, what the fuck? That's why I love that question that what you call it asks. Like, man.
Yeah. I mean, my son is, he's 25. So, his father said some fucked up shit to make me look, like the bad person. Understanding that relationship, keeping that open and being there for them when you can. and just show them support when they'll let you. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I can say.
That's
Yeah.
all you can do, huh?
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
I hear
I
that.
believe, it's just a matter of if they want to fix it. I would hope 50 does. It's like 50 got this persona like to where you would think like 50 don't give a fuck about his son, but you know he does. He a man. That's his son. Like, come on, man. And
Firstborn.
Exactly,
I
man.
think it's up to his son because now at this point, from 50 was grown when he was like 11, 12, 13. Like this kid is 20 something. So 50 is expecting. And I watched Tony Yayo interview. Tony Yayo said when they asked him about Lloyd Banks and all the genuine amendments, Tony Yayo said all they gotta do is call 50 and apologize or whatever. Just call him. Like, and that's what I believe. Like, I believe like 50 is looking at his son like he's a grown man now. He should be able to figure it out, analyze the game really, and then call him and apologize and humble yourself and get what you got coming to you, period. Like, I'm sorry because 50 didn't do nothing wrong to him besides reacting and treating him like a grown person, treating him like a grown person, not his son, treating him like a person that's just a person.
But that video move, that video, Bush, that video that he posted, you know, and that clip that he put together.
You treating him like a grown man. Look at his.
But you know, a grown man will never know or understand until they're a father themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right. That's when they start. That's when they start realizing. Natal, you're right. You don't realize it until you have your own kids.
Okay,
Malika, I think that's a fact.
All right, and so we're gonna head out in a little bit, but I just think that honestly, it's gonna take one of them to realize that they need each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's gonna take.
That's
it's gonna
right.
boil down to one of them actually needing to have that conversation as a man, or needing somebody to be able to lean on, and hoping that that person is going to be there for them.
That's true, Moose.
And then once you reach out, you hope that
because I'm going through that too. You know, the mother, unfortunately, because the malice and the hate between each other, people sometimes forget about the kid and they just think about their agendas and shit.
And it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate. It's a lot of baby mamas out there that are doing that shit. And
that's right.
Not cool. And it's really not cool.
Hate is an attribute of fear.
But you, my boy, East 87, I don't know you, I never met you, but you're a supporter, and I fuck with you heavy. But you can't just, you got to think about the thing, you know what I mean? You said 50 was trying to teach, but 50, as a father, did some wrong moves. He did it. That's your son. That ain't another dude. That's not no beef in the streets. That's not no competition drug. That's your son.
That's right, Moose.
Sometimes you got to think of what you got to soften it up somehow. That's how I feel.
Empathy.
Yeah. And both of them gonna have to humble themselves.
You know what'll work. I'm gonna tell you what needs to happen. You know what needs to happen? 50 Cent need to show up with some chicken, with some fried chicken. some golden fried chicken, and with a drink.
Do you have enough for everybody?
I'm serious. Listen, y'all don't understand how serious I am. Food, you don't understand. If you ever fought with I'm telling you, if you ever fought with a relative, a best friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, and you show up with food, you show up with food, bro.
Facts.
And an apology. Food and apology.
Yeah.
I promise you will
That
never
is
know.
a fact.
Look at him. See, I told you. Look, fried chicken is gonna make everything.
Yo, listen. 50 Cent, show up with some chicken for your dad, bro.
She's in sunny Hawaii right now. Hold up, Natalia. You mind telling us what state you in or where you at?
I'm in Oahu, on Oahu Island.
She on a oh damn, they both in Hawaii.
Wait, both y'all in Hawaii?
No,
I was hoping she was so.
I live in Dallas, Texas now.
Okay, see,
I'm in New Mexico visiting, but I'm in Dallas.
But she just left here.
Yeah.
So you were here in April, right? Yeah, she was just here in April.
All right, that's what's up. Well, welcome to the fam, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for the invite. I didn't know what to say.
The world with it.
Hey. And on that note, we're going to head out of here. Thanks for everybody that watched this evening. Thank you for all the comments, and thank you for all those that will watch later.
Shout out East
Chicken.
What?
Thank you.
Shout out to
Good night.
Chicken Dutch, you're right,
y'all.
babe.
Good
A
night,
bucket,
all.
But
extra crispy.
Extra crispy.